Ladies and gentlemen, please adjust your scorecards. We have a special guest in the lineup.
And we are coming to you from Let's Get To, and we have made it to opening day, people. Today's opening day for the Astros and just about everybody else. And we are, we're excited, Tim. There was got to be a party that thought we would never, ever have an opening day ever again.
Yeah, I'm glad we are having an opening day. Unfortunately, I'm not there. But it's awesome to have it. The same feelings are there. It's an amazing feeling to have an opening day and actually get some real baseball under our belt.
So you're a big opening day guy. Now I've actually only been to one Astros opening day ever. And it was, I think, 14 when me and 900 of my closest friends also attended. So, but how many opening days have you attended in your lifetime, or do you even know?
It's 10, 12, maybe 10 or 11. Yeah, probably 10 or 11.
Okay.
They kind of like, there was a run there. We're going consecutively every year. Through our history, and because opening day is so, and now it's kind of this weird thing, but an actual traditional opening day, I've been to about 10 or 11. Opening weekend, I've been to everyone since
you were old enough to buy your own tickets, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really, Minute Maid, I've probably been to every opening weekend or opening week because we went the first year.
Yep.
And that kind of started.
I bought my very first beer at a baseball game ever because I'd gotten back from Bosnia or basic training. I don't remember because the mine's the first thing to go.
Yeah. It was 01 and 02. So.
Okay. So it was a little later than that. But then being shocked at how much the beer cost.
Yes.
Like $10.
I think we still have the picture of you and the beer guy together.
Right. Yeah. It was big.
But
what's special about it for you? Why make a point of going to opening day?
It's this, I thought put a lot of thought into this and really kind of thinking why it's so special. For me, it's finally, I want to be there in the forefront for the party of the lull between when it's off season to finally end. It's awesome to have the party there. You're in the thick of it. It's a great day where the casual fans and the diehard fans all come together before the casual ones go off in the ether in the dog days. And so, but we're all there together, hanging out and having a great time. I feel like that's what it is around the season too. It's a great moment that, at that point, opening day, your team, it's the Schrodinger's cat of baseball. Your team is both the best team in the league and the worst team in the league. So I think that there's that's kind of general feeling for everybody around the league. It's just the anticipation. You've been waiting for months. You've seen spring training, or you've heard a few things spring training. Now your club's going to get on the field and see what we got. So
yeah, and I think you're right. I think to me it is that everything is possible on opening day.
Yes.
Everything can happen. You're right. Every team has a chance to win. The Orioles are going to run out with the same opportunity to win as the Yankees. So let's talk opening days in specific then, because you've gone to some when the Astros were projected and then did go on to lose games in the hundreds. Still a blast. Still glad you went. Still a big part of your life.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, again, it's you have the casual fans who aren't quite there, but even the diehards are there, and you're ready to pay your $10 for your beer, and you don't feel bad about it. It's just a great moment to where, because yes, you could say that you have the worst team in the league, and spring training was garbage, and all these things happened, but you still don't know. There's always that chance that you could have this 162-0 team sitting there, but
yeah,
that's the fun about it. So yeah, I mean, I feel it's the same way. And when you inevitably lose that opening day game, you go home with a little bit of taste of reality. But yeah, it's before, while you're there, you get the street parties happening out there. They open the gates, they let you in. It's so much fun, man. It's so much fun.
So you also went to arguably the biggest opening day in Astros history. I went to game 2 of that. Yes. I went to the reveal of the championship rings. First of all, to your point, I think we sat in roughly the same part of the ballpark, and I think you spent much more money than I did. But you're sitting there in 2018, 30 plus years of being a baseball fan, being an Astros fan, culminated in that one moment. How was that?
Man, it was amazing. In fact, because we sat in, like I said, the same spots. That's where our tickets were, and yes, they were. I mean, I don't even talk about how expensive they were, but we actually kind of went wandering around before they did the unveiling, and we got to sneak in the diamond boxes for the unveiling. So we got that straight shot of looking, and we've talked about it before on this show that we cried whenever we won the pennant. Then we would cry when we won the World Series.
Yeah.
That was a moment you couldn't help but you couldn't hold them back. I mean, this is finally happening, that gold banner, and it's in your house. And it's an amazing moment.
Even if it took forever for the blower to blow it off.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a little embarrassing, but yes. Yeah. And it's still kind of funny. It was cool. In fact, I watched that unveiling about 3 rows behind Charlie Palillo, which is a major baseball personality here.
Yeah.
And, radio personality in Houston. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, it was one of the best moments in the franchise's history, and so glad I got to be there for it. But
you're not going to be there this year, I'm assuming.
No, I'm not going to be able to be there this year. The capacity, kind of where we are right now, Maddie and I. So we're just kind of gonna sit back. She took the day off, so we are gonna watch it.
Oh, good.
We're gonna, because. The Hope opener's the first, and that's today that's a away game, but on the 10th we are going to be sitting down and watching the game together.
So you will be at home.
Yeah, we'll be at home, but we'll be having a few Crawford box and just kind of enjoying like we would do. She might make nachos too. So
yeah, absolutely. So real quick, just some of the other memorable ones you've been there, like things you remember, beats you remember, just some other big moments you had on opening days past.
Okay. Well, there was one of my favorite ones and probably what got me going, and it wasn't opening day proper, but it was the one opening weekend we went to, and Billy Wagner coming out to Enter Sandman was a big thing for my music personality and for my baseball personality. It's funny. We still have the picture because my friend Mafe and Cameron went with me on the 2017 season. And we have this picture from that camera that takes all the stadium pictures. You can zoom into to find yourself in the stadium. Yeah. We have that picture on the internet, and that's the 2017 season. That's the year that we came and crushed it. Watching George Springer for the first time was a great moment because this is the beginning. They're all coming. I mean, it's just kind of the big moments. Now, we never had the longest game. We never had any of these things, but I think that hometown feeling and just getting out there and seeing,
what gets me too is the bunting. For some reason, seeing the red, white, and blue on opening weekend, it just feels like in a game that because of how long it is can oftentimes become mundane and routine. And like you said, the dog days are a thing. It's one of those few moments where baseball actually celebrates itself. And I dig that.
Yeah. Yeah. And exactly. I mean, it's etched on every piece of grass I can put it. And and it's beautiful to see it. And, get your picture with it. And that moment you haven't been to the park. And, for the longest time, it would be at the end of September, we were done. So, so we haven't been to the park and they open the doors and you walk and it's perfectly lit. And it's just this moment of awe. And it's back. What's happened? That's what happened.
And putting your finger on the pulse or trying to guess. Do you think by the end of the season we'll be at full capacity, knowing everything that you know about how the science is going?
Man, so everything that Minute Maid's released about how they're going to handle it, I really appreciate it. You have the option when you walk in the door. Do you feel more comfortable social distancing, or are you okay with just wearing a mask? I like that. I kind of hope we're not yet. Let's let things kind of move in. Let's be comfortable with people being vaccinated and the virus hopefully dying down a little more. I'm kind of worried about everything, but I know they're at 50% capacity. I like that, and I think we're okay with this season doing it.
All right, real quick, put you on the spot. Then, do the Astros win the West, and how far do they go?
Well, today they start their 162-0 run. So, yeah, no, they win the West. They win the West it's going to be another slugfest with the A's because they don't look good, but they never look good on paper.
Yeah.
So it's going to be another slugfest, but we'll win the West. We'll go. I have us in the ALCS, and I don't know where we'll go from there. I think
I will say this: if we play the Yankees, it is an odd numbered year.
It is that. And those usually work out for us.
My Yankee fans who are coming on the show next in the Hitter Sports, I can't help it. It's an odd numbered year. He is Timothy Judgets. He is going to be mostly doing the Go-Go Astros, holding that down for us, but wanted to have him on to talk a little bit about opening day. And here's to going 162-0.
Let's go.
All right. Great job, man.
Awesome, dude.